Hi, welcome to Elementary Music with Donna. I am Donna Rhodenizer. I'm here to sing for you and talk about the song Hello, Ghostie. This is a great song to sing in October with your students. It is about ghosts, but it's not about Halloween, and you will see why in just a moment. I'm going to sing a bit of the song for you, and then we will talk about Hello, Ghostie. What if a ghost came knocking, tapping at your door? Would you peek out through the window and drop down to the floor? Would you shiver, shake, and visibly quake and anticipate your doom if a ghost stopped by to visit on a sunny afternoon? Hello, ghostie, how are you today? Hello, ghostie, have you come to play? Hello, ghostie, how are you today? Hello, ghostie, have you come to play? What if a ghost came knocking, tapping at your door? Would you fling the door wide open and ask what they came for? Would you be so brave and just behave like a ghost was nothing new if a ghost stopped by to visit on a sunny afternoon? Hello, ghostie, how are you today? Hello, ghostie, have you come to play? Hello, ghostie, how are you today? And so on. So there are 3 verses to this song, and in the first verse, you're kind of a little bit not sure about the fact that there's a ghost standing and tapping at your door. And so you're not quite sure how to react. Maybe you're a little bit hesitant, a little bit curious, maybe you're a little bit anxious. And so when the students are singing that verse, you want to convey those emotions through your expressive singing. In the second verse, you're asking, well, what if the ghost came to tap on the door? And you're very brave and you say, hello, ghostie, and it doesn't throw you off at all. And so the music is going to change, the dynamics are going to change, and you will have a lot of fun doing expressive singing. At the end of the song, there is the opportunity to choose which kind of reaction you're going to have at the end. It just is the tags like, have you come to play? And it slows down. And so you can either do that like, have you come to play? And you're all very brave. Or it could be like, after all that bravado, maybe you're thinking, did I get this right? Have you come to play? And so you can decide which feels like the way you want to tell the story, which is lots of fun. And the very last sound can either be a hi, or a hey, or a boo, or nothing. And again, let the singer decide what is comfortable for them and what they would like to sing. The version of Hello, Ghostie I just sang is written in a kind of a sea shanty song, that doom, chick, boom, chick, boom, chick sound. And I would think that it would be a lot of fun to add some sort of percussion accents to this song. I was going to do them in my recording and thought, you know what, it'd be way more fun if the students got to do their own percussion addition and it doesn't clutter up my accompaniment track. So I have discovered that in my house we have this great big 5-gallon water jug, and if you thump it, it's got a beautiful kind of echoey sound. And if you add that to the song, you say, what if a ghost came knocking, tapping at your door? That could be a lot of fun. You can do that with stamps, you can do that with a cardboard box, you could do that with whatever you want to add that percussive sound. Now, there are lots of options here as well. You have to make some musical decisions. Do you want to do that on every half beat? What if a ghost came knocking, tapping at your door? Or would it be better to do it on just every beat one? What if a ghost came knocking, tapping at your door? Or would you just do it in the choruses? Hello, ghostie, how are you today? And you can't see my hand, let me see. So you can either do an open palm or a fist or with knuckles. All of those will make a difference. Or you can do a tapping like this. Lots and lots and lots of options. And so this is a great way to discuss what you're going to do to create a little bit of a percussion part to add to this. Now, when you are adding things like that, you actually don't want to go all the time the same thing over and over, because it gets orally numbing. After a while, your audience will say, oh my goodness, will they please stop that? And so there are sections where I would leave that out completely, those transitions between the choruses back to the verses. And as I said, maybe in the verses you want to do just every beat one, and in the choruses you want to do more beats 1 and beat 3, or alternate so that the verses don't have anything. Anyway, you'll see. You can decide what you would like to do with that. So that's the sea shanty version of Hello, Ghostie. Now, when I was writing this song, I was just framing out the chords that I wanted to play. And so it was much more sedate. And I thought, you know what? This could also be sung in an art song style. And so there will be a slower speed, and there will be more smooth accompaniment figures included in the piano part. And so I'll just play a little bit of that for you so you can hear the art song version of Hello, Ghostie. What if a ghost came knocking, tapping at your door? Would you peek out through the window and drop down to the floor? Would you shiver, shake, and visibly quake and anticipate your doom if a ghost stopped by to visit on a sunny afternoon? Hello, Ghostie, how are you today? Hello, Ghostie, have you come to play? And so on. So the speed is slower. The presentation is going to have a little bit more room and space to be even more expressive, I think, than the sea shanty version. And again, your students may prefer one accompaniment over the other. The vocal score is going to look exactly the same for the singer, and you will just have to make sure your accompanist knows which version that you want to play, and that you want them to play, and that you will sing. When you are looking for Hello, Ghostie, you will find this song at donnarhodenizer.com, and on that page and for that download, you will get the vocal score, full score, lyrics page, some teaching tips, and accompaniment tracks, and you will get both versions. So you will have a full score of the sea shanty style, you'll get a full score of the art song style, and the accompaniment tracks are also created so you have the melody guide and the just piano parts for both versions. Hello, Ghostie is a great song to use in October leading up to Halloween, because if your students are celebrating the festivities of Halloween, they can associate that ghost with Halloween. But if they do not have anything to do with Halloween, this is just a story about a ghost arriving and how will you deal with the ghost on your doorstep. And so it is a much more general thematic tone to the lyrics, and much more universal in being able to use it in a classroom without a focus on Halloween. I also like the fact that it's not portraying the ghost as some sort of scary horror movie kind of ghost, but just how are you going to deal with this ghost visiting you on a sunny afternoon? Wherever you are with your students, whether they be in an elementary music classroom, a choir, a vocal studio, or a homeschool setting, I hope you have fun singing Hello, Ghostie, and I hope you have a great day making music and make music a great part of your day.